Hello, and welcome to part 5 of the Elite Force 2 commentary. We are on a familiar ship, and one of Eric's least favorite ships.
This is my most favorite Enterprise of them all. The Enterprise E, in my opinion, is the coolest, most powerful of all the starships. Sleek, elegant, and one of two Sovereign-class starships that I know of.
The model itself is kind of bland, but I mean, this is 2002.
I mean, they could have put in... I could patch for that.
Very jaggedy, very gray. The plants look amazing, though.
Hazard team reporting for duty, sir.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise.
Thank you, sir.
Lieutenant Commander Tuvok has agreed to take a temporary assignment at the tactical station.
See, like that, when he leans forward like that, he does that often, it seems like an odd emotion for him.
Hazard team operations.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never noticed that before. I hate you.
Team operations.
Your former student, Ensign Korban, will join Ensigns Chang, Chell, and Jurot to form the core team. Academy graduate
Should have downloaded those
Stockman will serve
eyebrows
as
I gave you.
Hazard team shuttle pilot, and I'd like to add a junior member from my crew, Ensign Franklin.
We'll incorporate him into our next training session.
Very good. Lieutenants, get acquainted with the new Hazard team operations area. When we finished our current diplomatic mission, I'll call you to the bridge for a tour.
Ensign Korban has developed a new weapon for Hazard team operations. You will find him in the armory.
Tuvok talks to everyone like he's giving a speech.
The Enterprise E is by far the most advanced starship, and this, I think, takes place after Nemesis, so it should be refitted.
No, I don't think it takes place after Nemesis, because this one takes, this exists before that movie came out, most likely.
I'll have to double check. 2
Yes.
years after Endgame.
Oh yeah, you're right, so you'd be correct about that. Whoops. Continuity problem with the game. Yes, as you saw earlier, they do in fact have the doctored from Enterprise, which is kind of
Hey,
scary.
Korban.
Talaxian?
Seen
Yeah.
the new Federation assault rifle?
No. Sorry, my first stop on the Enterprise wasn't the weapons locker.
I will overlook your human failings.
And they say Klingons are heartless.
This assault rifle will be a good...
I never liked the phrase, like it's a very old Trek thing, the phrase of, I will go beyond your human failings, and all, failings.
For assigning me
It just seems kind of forced, in my opinion.
me a great
Because,
The honors
well, I know this is a speciesism in a sense, but people just don't talk like that to each other. I don't know.
I think you will
I've talked like that.
invigorating.
People are like, you know, from Connecticut, I'll be like, I'll look past your Connecticut flaws. I'm serious.
The primary attack is
No, it's a shotgun.
Yeah, if you get a shotgun, and this, unlike in the first game, when you got a new weapon, in the first game it was optional to test them out. It's mandatory now in this game. Which kind of slows things down. It's a little annoying, but whatever. It forces you to learn how to play.
That guy didn't suspect a thing.
Now what's interesting is the character models they have for who you're fighting are just, they look like cowboys or something, kind of a little like out of Star Wars, so it's kind of weird.
Mercenaries.
Yes. By the way, they only have like 2 voice actors for every person you fight, because they have the same cry and die scream for the male and female. It's very kind of crappy, to be honest. I don't know, I think so far, in my opinion, my favorite Enterprise would actually be the new Enterprise. Well, the old Enterprise, but essentially rebooted.
The JJ Prize?
Considering you lack
The JJ Prize. I get from the new series. Like I just like, you know, the '09 movie and all that. I don't know. I like that sleekness that it has while incorporating a very good design.
So I love the Enterprise E. I love the refit
Hello,
Constitution,
Lieutenant.
which was the Enterprise A, and the the old Enterprise. I do like the classic from the show, but it
Greetings,
does look
Lieutenant.
like it's something out of the
I am Dr.
60s.
Stevenson.
And I actually do agree, the new Enterprise is very nice. A lot of people don't like the hot rod kind of look, but, you know, I don't really like boxy. And I like sleek. So they took a design, which is very impractical to have, you know, huge engines mounted on these thin pylons. It was one of the reasons the guy made the Excelsior was because he watched the Wrath of Khan and was like, wow, One torpedo to that neck and the ship would have just broken in half.
Hazard
So they kind of
operations.
overcame that design flaw with a little bit thicker neck, sleeker, but also thicker pylons. So, I don't know. The new Enterprise, I like it. I like it a lot.
So seeing how this is more of your kind of thing, did you really like the fact that you're able to tour around the whole Enterprise?
I loved it. I stopped playing the game for a while. I just walked around the ship. In fact, there's a mod on Elite Force Files called the RPG mod, and you could walk around this entire ship. You can put a crew in there.
Hi, Monroe.
You can do whatever you want, and a lot of people like that. You know, just to have the ship to yourself, go to every deck. Well, every available deck. But I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
Not many games let you walk around a ship. Not even Star Trek Online. Everybody has the same generic interior, and you can't even customize the costumes or uniforms that people wear.
There is no more relationship. That's the problem. I haven't
Essentially,
really
right,
talked
what's
to
happening
this
right here
before
is that Chang is essentially saying that he is a little uncomfortable working with the female character Jarrah because their relationship no longer exists, and Tuvok's essentially telling him to suck it up, be a man, and work together.
I'll talk to her once we've settled in. Maybe.
In the meantime, I will inquire with Ensign Laird about the possibility of trading locker assignments with you.
Thanks, Tuvok.
Yeah, the goal right now is
gotta
that we're
get the
essentially
Hazard team
finding
back
all
together
the
again.
crew members that we know, and we just have to talk to them all. Very simple. However, if you're like me and you forgot what room Jarrah was in, you realize that you wasted a bit of time wondering where you're supposed to go. But I did a bit of editing, so yay!
I'm busy.
Whoa.
While the team was disbanded, I returned to Vulcan for further study.
She does not look
I
like a
greatly
Vulcan to
improved
me.
my medical skills.
She's half Beta Z, half Vulcan.
Lieutenant Monroe, please report to the
So,
bridge.
in other words, she's completely annoying.
Blazers have like human ears, but Spock is half human, and he doesn't look like, you know, a human.
Deck 1 bridge.
You know what I mean?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
In all honesty, while this is like probably one of Patrick Stewart, like I could assume at this point Patrick Stewart really hasn't done a lot of voice acting roles, especially for video games, and it really could just be the director who's directing Patrick Stewart. But I would actually argue this is actually one of his weaker roles. I would actually say the other actors, especially like the main character Monroe, does better acting because Patrick Stewart's performance comes off very flat and very stale. And sometimes when a big stage actor transitions to voice acting, they don't realize they need to kind of change up the way they do things, and they kind of come off flat even though they didn't expect to.
And tell them we are deploying them ahead of schedule. Take Ensign Franklin with you. He's an expert on Excelsior-class ship systems. I want your team ready for transport as soon as we reach the Dallas.
Aye, sir.
And Lieutenant,
Yes, sir?
I rely on your team's readiness.
We won't let you down, sir.
So yes, we are going after the Dallas, which sounds familiar for some reason.
The Hunt for Red October?
Oh well, I was making a joke that Telsia is on the Dallas.
Oh, right, that. Hunt for Red October. I'm sure the scaling is correct there. Maybe it is.
Well, it could just be his perspective. Yes.
Well, the Excelsiors are smaller than the Galaxy, or Sovereigns by a bit. Quite a bit, actually. I think they're about the size of themselves. I have to look.
So here's the Dallas. It's a normal regular day. It's nothing weird.
No, actually, no, wait, they're slightly. Yeah.
Now, with this mission, we have Jarrah, Shell, and new member Franklin, one of Picard's crew members.
Yeah, Picard was really pushing for Franklin to go on this mission.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Franklin. Take it.
I know you, Franklin.
edges show irregular rasp marks and trace amounts of liquid.
To me, it looks like a 2D.
Liquid coolant for an
Looks like a
industrial
2D
drill?
sprite. What's that face that Monroe's giving?
No, too little, and it's thicker with enzymes. And
This is a
trace
nice
organic
little
compounds.
camera trick, trying to make it look like a point of
Almost
view of
like-
a species looking over
What?
a creature or whatever.
Saliva. Something chewed its way in?
Look at that little gradient that the helmets have,
We
because
need to restore the
they can
main
really
ship
do glass
systems.
extremely well back there.
Franklin,
It's funny.
where are the gravity controls?
I'll send the location to your tricorder.
Because the idea is that the light's reflecting off the helmet, but instead they just have a texture that's going up on the glass that's transparent. I don't know, it's
No
funny.
power. I can't disengage the lock. Can you locate its power console?
So yes, as stated, the goal is we have to get to the bridge and find the captain. Because everyone else doesn't matter, it's just the captain.
Duh.
For this one, it's a little different, so I didn't actually edit it. So it kind of shows off the idea that you're going to have to have more than one different colors, go to the right ports. But beyond that, it will be fast forwarded.
Oh, that's the wrong color. It's supposed to be red. You didn't download the red one?
I didn't download any of the patches. Kind of want to leave the game as it
bypass
is.
these doors, at least not from this side. But there should be a Jeffries tube that
Because we're
leads out.
criticizing the game. I mean, we're commentating, not criticizing.
What was that?
Yeah, nothing.
Little Triceratops was running. In order to open up this door, there's a little latch on the side, which is pretty cool. It's like an emergency latch to open it.
Manual release.
Yeah. Right there. The thing that's annoying about this level is that the little ducks are kind of off the ground.
Jeffrey's
tube leads.
Yeah, but they're a little off the ground quite a bit, so you can accidentally just not get in, and so you have to kind of jump to get in, and even there, you can over jump it, and it gets annoying. Here, since there's zero gravity, well, not zero gravity, just a lot less gravity, you have to jump from point A to point B. And here I fucked up. Go bouncing your head on the ceiling. Now, when I was a kid, I remember seeing you playing this level, and it actually kind of scared me, but being an adult, well, yeah.
Oh, it's
But-
like a ghost ship.
I mean, what did you think of it?
So it was cool. I like the ghost ship aspect of it, and you know the Excelsior is the perfect one to lie waste to like that, because nobody really cares about Excelsior ships anymore. I was like, oh, look at that old abandoned Excelsior. Oh man, that sucks.
Gravity systems online.
Now all the bodies will fall. Let the bodies hit the floor.
That did it. The gravity is back on. Can you open the shuttle doors from out there?
No.
It's an interesting. This is an interesting level. I mean, it's a long level. I mean, the whole ship.
I like going around starships. Oh. Gotcha. What?
Oops.
Good thing that happened.
Now, from here, since I was like replaying this game, 100% couldn't remember what I was supposed to do. I forgot that there's a ladder to the side that you have to climb up. Yep. I mean, it's an interesting level. It's nice and all, but I don't know. Maybe to me, ship levels can be a little boring because a real ship is supposed to repeat in terms of looks because it's engineered, but in terms of like when you play it, it starts making everything look the same.
But I like that. You can be like, each deck is the same but has something different.
Mm.
You know. But I'm into that kind of stuff, and a lot of people that play these games are too. You know, a lot of Trekkies, or Trekkers, whatever it is now, just want to go onto a ship and be like, yeah, I'm part of this.
And on that note, we'll catch you all in part 6.